Hi guys, welcome to Nicholas Masaku channel. Here we shall be discussing about political issues in our country. We shall be looking at new trends in the political arena, and we shall be looking at everything which is happening in politics in this country and what they really mean to our country and the impact they may have to our country. Like today, I want us to look at the issue of Miguna coming back to Kenya. I also want us to look at the issue of the two Indians and their one driver who were killed and their body parts thrown to Aberdares forest. And I also want us to look at the ongoing process of CS nominees vetting. So those are the key issues I want us to discuss, and we shall go one by one until we are done. Okay, first issue, Miguna is back. What does that mean to the new administration? There are things which are going around that Miguna is coming. According to his tweet previously, he had said that he wants to liberate Luo Nyanza and the entire country. So is his focus on being Luo kingpin? When we look at the politics on that side of Luo Nyanza, there are very many people and very key people who have defected Raila Odinga. And that is, there is Evans Kidero, and now we have Miguna. What does this tell us? Can Miguna really outshine Raila Odinga in Luo Nyanza? Yeah, if you have been following the politics on that side, it's not easy for anyone to just come up and outdo Raila Odinga. But with proper plans and a proper support and talking to the people and explain to them the reason, Miguna is arguing that Raila Odinga has held everything in Luo Nyanza at hostage, and he has been using Luo Nyanza politics and Luo Nyanza people as his business. He has been doing things to benefit himself. But is that true? Those are things which I want us to discuss intensely. Again, is Miguna going to join hands with this new administration? What do you think about it? Now, Miguna came to Kenya. Do you think Ruto, the president now, is going to accommodate Miguna in his administration? Is he going to give him a job, or is he going to keep him close? What do you think? You see, Miguna is hard to deal with him. You don't know the next time when he will be criticizing you. And you know Miguna is a man who stands with his own words. So the only option here, I think, is that Ruto can try as he can to give to keep Miguna close, and they use him as a guy who can gain him numbers in Luo Nyanza, because Miguna we know is fearless and he speaks his mind, and he can just do anything as long as it's the right thing to do. So what do you think about that? Again, now we have these two Indians and one taxi driver who is a Kenyan who were murdered at Aberdares. Their body parts were found at Aberdares. There is this issue of disbandment of a special unit, the DCI one. So these guys, as recent tweet from Dennis Itumbi, who is a close associate with the president, had said that these guys had come to Kenya as tourists, and they were friends to him. Like they called Dennis Itumbi to tell them they are interested and they are happy with their communication strategy, and that they could chip in and they could work together. And Dennis Itumbi was also invited by them to go to India, but due to his busy schedule, he did not manage to go to India. So later on, they came again to Kenya to do their things. Then once they joined politics in the Kenya Kwanza side, is when now they were eliminated. They were living around they were having some nyama choma around Ole Sereni. Then later they called an Uber to take them to their destination. Now when this Uber came, it said that they were immediately abducted by a car which had no identification, and now they were taken to places. Now later on, after Ruto came into power and he ordered the disbandment of the special unit, is when now he instructed this thing to be inspected seriously. Now, once this thing was started to be inspected, is when their body parts and when the questioning of these guys who were involved in those issues were called. Now their body parts were found at Abadias. What will these people be prosecuted? Recently, they said, some of the guys said that they were just following orders from their bosses. Who are these their bosses? Is it Kinoti? Will Kinoti be caught and brought to books, or what will really happen? Do you think these guys? Do you think this administration will take this issue of abductions and killing Kenyans seriously, and it will stop? We need to know exactly what, and we need to observe closely what the government is going to do about this issue. Now, there is the process which is ongoing in the country, and everyone is really interested not only in the vetting of the CS nominees, but on their net worth. What does this show us? Was this a Asla's government? Many people I know, they were expecting that Ruto appoints Asla's Mama Mboga and people who have nothing. But can that really happen? Can an Asla who has nothing be given a whole ministry to lead? You need to ask yourselves those questions. Okay, now, during this vetting, do you really think it's a serious vetting or is just storytelling? Because from my side, what I've been seeing, I've not seen the MPs grilling these nominees properly. I've not seen them going intense on issues, on serious issues. I've just seen them just basing their arguments on normal things which we really expected. It's like they haven't done enough research on what they should ask them in their ministries. What does this really show us? Now, these nominees, most of them have cases which were in the court, but soon they were appointed. The DPP dropped their cases. Now they are free. Are we secure when they are holding such key offices? What do we think about the DPP? Was he forced to prosecute them, or it was just something normal and he later on decided to drop their cases? Those are the things. And do we really think that these guys are going to deliver? Do we really think that these guys are going to work and deliver in their ministry? So let's be hopeful and give them time to see what they can do. Trust.